Brian Tripp here for Lezer Lumber, and I'm joined by Scott Shealy from Andersen. Scott, it's great to see you again.
Good to see you.
So, tell us a little bit about Andersen. I think everyone knows about Andersen windows and doors, but just give us a little history.
Andersen Windows has been in business for 118 years at this point right now. Andersen's went from simple product line to multiple product lines that we have available now. New construction, remodeling, replacement, commercial applications. Pretty much you give us an opening, we'll fill it.
Well, and the thing that we're going to talk about today probably wasn't available 118 years ago. What are we talking about here?
Absolutely not. 118 years ago, you built a house and you put small holes into a house for windows.
Yep.
Now you're actually building a house, and most of the house's windows are glass. Mm-hmm. So the openings you have, and we're talking about is indoor and outdoor living space.
Yeah. And you're taking, instead of just that hole, it's like an entire wall now.
Absolutely, absolutely. With the progress of engineered lumber, that you can actually increase header strength and whatnot, we can actually basically take, and this is called the MultiGlide Door of ours that we've brought out several years ago, and it actually can create spaces where you can actually take your inside living and your patio and make it all one big space, depending on what the season may be and where you're located in the country.
So MultiGlide, that tells me it's not just one massive piece of glass, but it's a multi-tiered system, and I think that's on display right here.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is a raised threshold MultiGlide unit with multiple tracks in it, and you have multiple tracks. Well, those tracks actually stack behind each other, so the door can stack in an opening, and you can actually stack it into an opening, so you can actually slide panels so that the panels stack behind a stationary panel, or you can take those panels and slide those into a pocket. Yeah. If room permits you to make a pocket, slide it into a pocket so you have a clear opening and no panel is viewable when you open the door all the way up. Nice thing about this product is you can open one panel, two panels, three panels, whatever, however many panels wide, you can actually just stop that at a certain spot.
And back in the day, I think, 10, 15, 20 years ago, you think, oh, well, I have to live in Malibu or I have to have a place in Beverly Hills for this. We're seeing indoor-outdoor living. That is in all climates now, especially here in Pennsylvania, where Lezer Lumber calls home. And you're seeing it in a different variety of aspects. So where are you seeing it? Where does this really apply?
Great point, because this was originally MultiGlide doors where you'd see them in the South and Southwest, where you didn't have an issue with any type of performance where you didn't have the elements. Yeah. The elements you might have would maybe be a little bit of heat or maybe rain, and typically people might have a ceramic or a tile floor on the interior down in the South and the Southwest. But we have a system now that has a rated sill system to it, so that it can be used in the climates in central Pennsylvania or the Mid-Atlantic area, where snow, wind, and everything else are elements that we can actually block out with the sill system we have. So that's a very good point.
So this is sliding, you slide all the panels together. It's not one of those like fold up.
We do make a folding door.
Okay.
We do make a folding door. The MultiGlide door has an aspect to it that our folding door does not. Our folding door, it hangs typically like you would think of an interior bifold, and has a pin system that hangs on a header. A lot more engineering has to go into that product, where you have to engineer a head to carry weight load, the load of the folding door panels. With the MultiGlide door, it rides on rollers. You don't have to over-engineer a header other than to carry the typical weight that you may have. What's nice about that door is also the MultiGlide doors. We can have a screen system that you can actually open the whole door unit up and have a full screen across it. Wow. So putting a full screen across it, some people choose not to have that. Some people choose to have that.
And it's not just you have one option here. You have the contemporary, you have the traditional, you have 50 different colors. There's a whole bunch of different customization
Absolutely.
options.
People like a lot of glass. This would be our contemporary. More glass. Some people want a traditional look with a wider bottom rail or a wider side style. And the 50 different colors that we have are standard colors for us, so there's no difference in pricing between those 50 different colors. So you can get real creative. One other thing is operation. We can go all one direction. We can part it both directions, so you can go into pockets separately or just stack on the other side, move them all to one side. We can go to a 10-foot tall door to 48 feet wide, which is huge. So those type of things are available. And probably the last thing I'll probably mention is We have our standard opening system where you actually manually open those doors up and they slide real easy. Or we have a motor, a remote control or an operated unit, so you could actually hit a button and it automatically opens by itself.
Scott, you're answering questions that I didn't even know I had with so many different customization options. It's great to see you again here today.
Good to see you. The MultiGlide Door, we're extremely excited about sales for this product line just because of how much visibility it's gotten with the national home shows that are out there, and this is a product that we're going to see is going to continue to grow.
Well, Lesser and Andersen have a great relationship, and we're glad to see it continue.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.